Hey folks, welcome to Plane and Traffic. Excuse this rusty voice. Getting a second dose of allergies, pollen-related allergies. You know, in Georgia we get it started around. I see dolphin already. We start getting allergy attacks sometime in March, and I'm like, oh, I came up north to South Jersey, and I'm like, oh, maybe I get a pass because I already got the super allergy attack down there. No go. Didn't get that pass at all. Anyway, welcome to Plane and Traffic. Today's episode's coming from the beautiful area of Townbank, New Jersey. Birthplace of South Jersey. Established 1635. Look at that sign. The sign's been sitting here for a bit. And the reason why is because it really is just an amazing. There are so many great spots to really get lost within a walk, a bike ride, a one wheel, a scooter, where you can really get yourself right in the head. Okay, that's how I feel about it. So jumping on the one wheel and riding right down Shore Drive here in Townbank, and let me tell you right now, this really is one of the great paths in the area. Cape May has beautiful areas to walk, Wildwood, the Villas, but the way Townbank sets up, and I'm going to show you right now, it is really something special. Here's your vista. So, and here's the blueprint for the area. So they really do. Landscape-wise, it's its own amazing dynamic, and I'm going to show you a sign up here. It's very relevant to the area, but right away we have the benches and the look. Look at this. Imagine this sunset. One thing, imagine this any point of the day. But this is the concept that Mother Nature and Townbank have decided to go with, where you have the beach, the Delaware Bay, the dunes, and the homes. And you have a road dividing the two. The two as in the Delaware Bay and residential area right here. But there's with that whole concept of having the road up here, I don't know how many feet. In some areas it's higher. I'm going to say, look, I'm not really good at this, but I'm going to say around 20 to 30 feet below your feet is the beach. And you get the whole path. This whole path right there. You get that whole way, the whole distance with that vista, and it's amazing. Look at this sign right here. You can pause your device right now to read this, but what it's going to tell you is that sign right there, there it is right there, talks about the nesting areas, the areas of the resting areas for the shorebirds that have their migration into this area. One thing I noticed about in Georgia was their Doppler radar. Like some of the weather people that are on Facebook were talking about the birds migrating from South America and the like, and how they were stopping, the migration that the birds will have. So those areas will stop. This area is one in particular, the Villas, which is the neighboring town to the north of Townbank, already has beaches closed for that sole reason of those birds, resting before they go on to the next area for them. Not only that, that sign also talks about horseshoe crabs. This is their mating season. This is where they're producing eggs that will also help with the diet of said shorebirds. It's a beautiful ecological system that's been operating for hundreds of years. Just taking a stab at it. And it's nice that there's a sign posted for people that don't know or trying to figure out. All right, let me unbore you with this. Harpoons on the Bay. This is a dope spot right here, especially that opening right there. So you can, sit there, have your drinks, really good food, have your views out here. Look, the whole duration of this ride and trip here in Townbank is just absolutely, there's so many beautiful vistas, plant life. It's just something special. Wanted to share that on my channel today. What a ride through Townbank looks like. A lot of times I can get lost completely away from Mother Nature by just looking at the residential aspect of a lot of shore towns, because I really appreciate older properties and newer properties. So like, that's another great thing about, I mean, it's good and bad, right? People will talk very often about how the properties are, there's so much overbuilding, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's a reality. My hope is when they do build things that they are classy and give you a vibe of, check out this gentleman right here. Just sitting there relaxing, bench, staring at the sea. And this just goes on and on and on. Look. Just, it really is. It just, visually, it is amazing. It really is. And this is Townbank, New Jersey. And there's going to be a cherry on top at the end of this video that I'm going to share with you. And some people might be mad that I'm going to share this. Ooh, this part of the road gets a little goofy. Might be time to get up on the sidewalk. So you can see this part right here is, as we got some, so is that like maybe a double kayak out there? Maybe a two-seater. I feel like I see two paddles. Yeah, I definitely do. So here's a spot that's a whole lot more than 20 feet. Almost a double layered dune right here. I think there's steps that are going down right from over here, 2-level steps. So it gets gets even higher right here. Again, the residential of it all. That is a beautiful home right there. Like I said, I think it's newer. Got one going up right at the end here on the left. And then you see places that have probably been as they are for decades, like that one there. It looks, I think it looks great. They just put in a new bathroom over here on the right. I think it's got like a little spot where you can, dogs can drink too from it. Right on the side here. This sign coming up right here, June 7th, no parking. Why is that? Because they have the triathlon. They have a triathlon that they do annually right here. So good luck to, I believe it's Vince Spina. I think a friend of mine, Vince Spina, I think does that every year, or had been doing that every year. So if that's the case, good luck, Vince, with that. That's coming up this Sunday. I don't know when this video is going to be posted, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's, so the 7th? Come on, you know how to drive? I hope so. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is today's Thursday, so today's June 4th. So, anyway, good luck to all those on June 7th. So this is the northernmost am I getting my number? Let me get it right. Southernmost part of Townbank. Hopefully this wind is not making it difficult. But over here on the left, this is a do not enter. You're wondering, do not enter what? This would be the ferry. The Cape May ferry is right here. I guess they use it as an exit. It might be just for people working there. But the Cape May ferry is right there. This is the road that leads to, oh, I forget the name of it. We'll know soon enough. This is the southern end of Townbank. This is a great location coming up. Relaxation. So the southernmost end of Townbank is Douglas Park, and Douglas Park is, and we're here on a weekday. Excuse me, good God. And this is what's going on at Douglas Park. So you can park right here. And there's a decent amount of parking. I don't know how much it stands up on the weekends. I try not to be here on the weekends. But you get plenty of parking weekday. And you got the inlet right here. And the ferry is right over there. So the ferries will go in and out of here, the inlet. So if you like to, first off, you got Mother Nature. This is at times a pretty good spot to do some dolphin watching right here. Right on the other side, and in an upcoming episode of Playing in Traffic, we are actually going to go on that jetty right there. And we're going to go all the way out to go show you what's on that sign out there. But that right here is Higbee's Beach. And that's its own iconic spot in and of itself. But this is a great spot to go, you know, possibly get yourself some lunch, park your car. You got some picnic table scenarios right here with the gazebos over top. And a view, an outstanding view. It's the best. It really is the best. What a great way to spend a day. A nice healthy walk along their sidewalk with that wonderful view of the beach, the plant life, the residential things to see. And then you can come here and just go, you know what? All those calories I burned, I can refill them by getting lunch, parking here, and staring into Mother Nature. I mean, what more could you ask for? All right, folks, not a long video, but I think if you're vacationing in the Cape May area, the Wildwood area, the Stone Harbor, Avalon, so, and people are like, oh, what do we do? And if, you know, the money's not really good right now, I like to do stuff that's not very expensive. There's no expense here. Well, expense because you're going to pay an arm and a leg for the gas, but this is just Mother Nature saying, come down and check me out. I love it, man. I love it. I find myself out here once a week when I'm in the area. But, yeah, really great stuff. Townbank, New Jersey. I'm going to leave a map of the area and put that right here. Give you an idea where Townbank is. It's the next town south of the Villas, New Jersey. Villas, New Jersey. Next town south is Townbank. All right, folks, look at that. Look, and you got that. It's that soothing sound of the seagulls, too. You know what I mean? They're not always being mischievous. They're not always eating your food. They can just sound, you know, give you that seashore vibe sound. You know, not dive bombing whatever you have in your hand to eat. Okay, folks, have a great day, pleasant tomorrow. Enjoy your time off. Enjoy your quality time.